Hello, everyone. Thank you for stopping in at Stumpy's Corner. It's a beautiful day here at Big East Clubhouse. Uh, Jumping on here today to give everybody something just to think about. Um, did a little bit of a shorter version of this, but I wanted to dive a little deeper into it because I think it's very important in today's society to discuss fundamentals. You know, I played a lot of sports, uh, football, basketball, and baseball mainly, and then certainly been in the golf business and played golf at a highly competitive level, and uh, and everything I was involved in from that, there was fundamentals involved in order to become proficient or somewhat proficient at those sports. Um, and everything has different fundamentals as far as business and sports and whatnot, and certainly life does too. So there are different fundamentals out there, and everybody, with all the distractions and everything, it's very easy to get away from those fundamentals, and um, it's very independent um, because of certain fundamentals that are needed for a certain project or a certain idea or a certain philosophy or whatever. So, but life has its own fundamentals. Um, so I look back, dive deep, and you know, what what are some fundamentals? What was taught to me by my mom and dad at a very young age, enough to when to understand it. It's been over 60 years ago, and I still think it's very relevant today, more relevant today than it ever has been. And, I learned it 64 years ago or more, and they learned it back in the 1920s, and they shared these things with me that um, have been steadfast in my life that helped me navigate through it, whether it's through sports, business, or just life in general. So, uh, and I think these life lessons are very relevant into add into the fundamentals of sport and add into the fundamentals of business or whatever it might be. This is the true foundation of it, and that's what it is—a foundation. It's like on a house. If the foundation of the house gets out of kilter, then the house is going to be affected. So I think it's time for us to get back to our fundamentals and figure out what those are, or reevaluate them. And just a few of them along this life journey. Smile. It always works out at the end. Be kind. You have the power to make people, or you have the power to influence people in a positive manner. Don't give up. If it doesn't work the first time, find another way. Don't blame people. Don't feel like a victim. Don't compare. Everyone's on a different journey. People's journey is their independent way of getting through life. No need to compare to somebody else's journey. No need to compare yourself to somebody else's successes because success is measured in so many different ways. Avoid negativity. Avoid negative thoughts, situations, and people. Make peace with your past. Focus on being present and creating a better future. And that's why I started the channel uh, and got on here. I'm not an expert. Um, I do have 67 years of life experiences. I've probably read 2 books in my life. I am I do have a college degree, um, but I'm willing to come out here and not be embarrassed uh, or ashamed or my willingness to share success. So I feel like I have something that I can share to try to make a better future for somebody. And I hope it helps. Take care of your body and mind. This is something that was always uh, projected to me, especially playing with sports, was um, your mind's very important. There's no question about it. But it was always, put into my mind is if you keep your body in reasonably good shape, your mind will work more effectively. So, uh, work really hard on keeping my body in shape, and I still try to today. Uh, I try to walk 2 to 4 miles a day. Um, and what was interesting, one of the key things I heard not too long ago from a guy named DJ Shipley I follow. He was being interviewed, and the guy talked to him. I can't remember quite the question, but it was like, what's your first thing you do every morning? Um, and before you go into work. And he goes, well, 20 minutes out and 20 minutes in. And I said, wow, that's something. He says, yeah, that's when I get all my thoughts together and get everything ready. And he works out all the time. If you look him up, you'll understand that. So his body's in great shape, and he clears his mind, and then he goes to work. So those are just a few of fundamentals that I remember being taught, and certainly read about them. But I think it's very important to have that foundation and reevaluate your fundamentals because of all the distractions and things that are going on today um, that can get us out of line. People talk about common sense, they talk about religion, and you got every book on positive attitude in the world. Um, but you know, I would recommend uh, listen listen to your look at your fundamentals and see what because you all been taught it at some point in life, and they're still there. So I gave you some things that I was taught, and there's some great things online as well. But they're very simple, they're very basic, and I think if we can get back to the fundamentals of life, um, in sports, everybody likes the long drive, everybody likes the dunk, everybody likes the long pass, they like the long run. Um, they like the home run in baseball. Everybody's tied into celebrity and all this fancy stuff we got going on now, and those are all distractions, in my opinion. Which everybody needs to go back and reevaluate their fundamentals and give yourself a wonderful foundation that when things don't go your way, which is more important that don't go your way, that you're able to come back to your baseline and your foundation and get yourself back on track to be successful, to be helpful, and to share your life experiences with someone else. And I'm just so thankful that my parents instilled in me the value of fundamentals. I am so thankful for the coaches and my mentors in sports and in business who shared their fundamentals with me in their life and took their time out of their day to help me in my life journey. And I hope that I can give y'all something out there that can help you with your life journey. If you have a topic that you would like for me to discuss, just put it in on my comment page. Like I said, I'm not sitting here being an expert. I just know it and visualize it and hear it and done it through life experiences. And I'll be glad to entertain that topic if you think it will help you and help someone else. And I appreciate if you like the channel, if you will subscribe to the channel. Um, and I hope nothing but help. It's not about the money with me. That's not what's going to make me successful on this channel. Although I'm all in on it. Everybody's in on making a little money. I get it. But that's not what drives me to do this channel. Um, so I wish you all the best. I appreciate your attention to the channel. I hope you'll come back. Check out my short on fundamentals. And let's get back to some solid fundamentals. We need them, folks. So reevaluate yours. And may God bless you, and God bless America.